What is up, guys? Lincoln here, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Dread Captures. I'm not on camera this week because, wouldn't you know it, my kids broke it. And that should come as a surprise to absolutely no one. Let's get into the video. Footage taken here in Florida was sent in to Cryptid University. Golly, that camera's blurry. Anyhow, it shows a Bigfoot walking up to a tree and grabbing it and just shaking it. It does seem to have normal than longer arms, because my initial thought is, that's probably just someone in a suit, but I don't know so much now. I mean, by the looks of this is sheer power, shaking that tree like that. The comments, of course, are loaded with people that think that there is something far more mysterious at play. The idea of an unseen force or entity controlling the motorbike cannot be easily dismissed. Witnesses are baffled at the scene, and come to find out, they actually refer to this as the Ghost Rider. No one seems to have the explanation. There was no rider in the middle of the road. That's kind of what I was thinking. There'd be a guy just laying in the middle of the road. He fell off. Kept going. Nope. And now I could get behind a mechanical malfunction, but still, no one's come forward. Like, where did the bike come from? Eyewitnesses saw the moped blocks away, just flying down the street. I will say a funny part about this, digging a little deeper, people are saying that this bike parked itself on the building. No. That thing slammed into the building. Am I right? I mean, that thing did not get parked. We gotta be honest here. But I will say it's pretty cool how it seemingly, when it crashed, it parked itself right in that doorway. I mean, what are the chances? Taken December 3rd of this year in Grantville, Pennsylvania, we see what appears to be multiple UFOs. At least that's what the uploader claims. Now, generally, I'll watch the video, and the first thing I'll do is go to the comments, and this person is getting a ton of hate, saying that, oh wow, it's a plane. However, there are a lot of other ones saying, I'm from Virginia, same thing in Virginia, same thing in Florida, same thing in Northern Maryland, same thing in Ireland. Now, I don't know what it is, but what are those colors? I mean, he does have a point. Like, it doesn't look like any normal airplane. A creekside clip here shows what appears to be a Bigfoot. The uploader said they were doing some fishing on the other side of the water, and this thing just walked out of the woods. I mean, you guys can see what I can see. Tall, hairy, looks like Bigfoot. One thing that sticks out to me is that this Bigfoot doesn't really seem to care about its surroundings. And I'd say that's atypical. Bigfoots are highly present and observant. I mean, it's how they've stuck around for so long. It actually seems like he's foraging around the shoreline versus actually fishing. What do you guys think about this? Of course, I went to the comments. I always love to do that. And someone said that we could see him wearing high tops. I didn't see that, but pause it and let me know if you can find them. This unsettling video clip, originally shared on Reddit, has left viewers with more questions than answers. The uploader, plagued by strange noises coming from the woods behind their home, decided to confront their curiosity and investigate one night. Armed with a flashlight and a mix of liquid courage and apprehension, he ventured into the dark forest. He admitted that each step deepened his tension, but he couldn't stop. The quiet of the woods was broken only by the crunch of leaves underfoot, and the faint light from the flashlight beam was all he was depending on. As the light swept across the trees, something startling appeared. A figure cloaked in a dark robe. At least, that's what he says it is. The sight was both eerie and unexplainable. He tried to film as much as he could, but instincts eventually took over and he flew out of there. Yeah, he was not willing to risk it. Now, let's talk about this. This footage has sparked a lot of controversy. So, who, or what, was the mysterious figure? Let's start with the naysayers. Of course, there could be a person playing like a late-night prank or something. I mentioned earlier the uploader was saying that it was a person in a robe. I don't know if my eyes aren't very good, but it almost looks like a creature, though. I guess the brown could be the robe, but it does kind of look like hair, too, so... Some even went as far to say that there is some type of cult living in these woods, and he might have stumbled upon some type of sacrifice. I don't know about all that, but the debate rages on. I mean, some are leaning toward rational explanations and others are embracing the possibility of craziness. This intriguing photograph shared on the Ghosts of London Facebook page by an anonymous individual has got everybody talking. The image was taken during a holiday trip to New York City, captured within the seemingly ordinary setting of a hostel room. But it's far from ordinary. Upon closer inspection, viewers spotted what appears to be a transparent figure with its arms wrapped around the man featured in the photo. Interestingly, the uploader, who identifies as a skeptic when it comes to the paranormal, has fueled further intrigue by questioning the apparition's presence. Could this be an odd photographic anomaly or evidence of something paranormal? The figure's appearance has divided opinions, with some interpreting it as an aggressive gesture, an aggressive ghost, possibly a spectral chokehold, while others see it as a gentle embrace, perhaps an attempt to offer comfort or connection from the other side. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is aggressive, if anything. The contrast between these interpretations adds to the mystery. If the figure is indeed a spirit, what's its intention? Is it trying to communicate, protect, intimidate? Or could this image simply be a coincidental play of shadows and reflections? As discussions around the photograph continue, viewers are left to form their own opinions about what lies within this peculiar image. A malevolent force, a compelling case of pareidolia, or a ghost trying to kill this guy in a hostel? You be the judge. Pretty cool little clip here, even though the original uploader said that they think these deer are just having a little frolic, having a little dance. I don't think they are. While this is a pretty amazing thing to capture on a trail camera, I don't think these guys like each other. I know somehow we all blinked and we jumped into the participation trophy era, but in the wild there's this little thing called competition. And these guys could be vying for a variety of things. Nevertheless, awesome capture on this trail camera. Cardiff, South Wales, steeped in centuries of history and folklore, is a hotspot for paranormal sightings. With its abundance of historic landmarks and ancient architecture, it's no surprise that ghost stories are woven deeply into its identity. Among the most famous is Cardiff Castle, which dates back to Roman times. Visitors have long reported spectral activity, including sightings of the second Marquis of Bute, said to haunt the castle's clock tower. Another chilling tale speaks of a phantom coach pulled by headless horses. Llandaff Cathedral, another historic site in the area, has its share of ghostly accounts. Witnesses have reported seeing shadowy figures thought to be monks and experiencing sudden, unexpected drops in temperature. We all know what that means. It was at this very cathedral's graveyard that Reddit user Ride United 1305 had an unforgettable encounter in April of 2016. During their investigation of the graveyard, they captured a photograph that has since sparked significant intrigue. The image appears to reveal a ghostly figure standing near a large cross. Dressed in what looks like some type of dark, hooded robe or possibly a long dress, the figure exudes an eerie presence. Initially, the poster believed the shape might simply just be a gravestone, but after numerous attempts to recreate the image from the same angle and under similar conditions, they couldn't do it. Now, this could just be a little shadow, trick of the light, yada yada, but the photograph adds to Cardiff's already rich tapestry of paranormal lore. I mean, this city, if you don't know about it, it's a magnet for those fascinated by the supernatural. As for this particular photo, it leaves one pressing question. Could this really be the ghost of a monk wandering the cathedral's graveyard? Or is it something else entirely? I'll let you decide. This next clip comes from India. We can see as this guy is just happily walking through the jungle, singing, just minding his own business. Suddenly, he hears something weird and whips out his camera. What he captures next is straight out of a nightmare. It's bizarre. I've heard of Bigfoot in North America and the Yeti in the Himalayas, but a creature like this in an Indian rainforest? Well, no, I haven't heard about that. Its size is definitely menacing, but the scariest part is when it sees the camera, it tries to duck and hide behind a tree. To me, that means it's smarter than we're giving it credit for. I don't know what it is, but I'm intrigued by it. I guess, yeah, sure, it could be a person in a suit, but who knows? What do you guys think? We all know most dogs are incredible protectors, but this video shows a situation which is beyond their normal responsibilities. The owner's dog starts going crazy, so he just grabs and checks his security cameras to see what's going on. And yeah, he was pretty surprised when he looked. A shadowy, almost translucent figure is darting around the room. It's there one moment, gone the next. The man is understandably baffled, but he admitted that he was a little scared too. Now, anyone that owns a dog has seen them react to unseen things before, but I do feel like this is on another level. What are you guys thinking about? And I'm not really sure what this could be. Let me know your theories in the comments. Now, this video claims to show a group of explorers encountering a lost tribe deep in the woods. Said tribe is clearly wary of these strangers, trying to basically scare them off. But doing what explorers do, they stay and film anyway. Now, I'm not sure where this was filmed, but it's supposed to be super remote. Yeah, I'm not sure that this is a place I'd like to find myself in the woods. But on the flip side, as we know, uncontacted tribes can be very dangerous. But these people seem pretty calm, even after being kind of provoked. One of the commenters pointed out that if this is supposed to be so remote, a thing that is throwing him off is that there is a road in one of the shots. And I kind of agree, it might throw in question this whole thing. This next clip is a personal account from Alexander Sanchez, and he has captured truly some unsettling footage. While out gathering leaves with his family, he captured something strange on camera. As they explored the woods near an abandoned house, the camera picked up an unusually dark figure moving along the ground. It almost seemed to crawl. Out of nowhere, this creature stood up, revealing a disturbing humanoid shape. Now, what's even weirder is that Alexander claims he wasn't wearing a hat this day, but in the video, he clearly is. He's wondering if he dipped into some sort of matrix. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen strange occurrences in abandoned buildings, but this is definitely one of the creepiest. So let me know your thoughts. Is this a paranormal entity or something else entirely? Okay, this is crazy. A group of women in downtown LA had a once-in-a-lifetime experience with a majestic red-tailed hawk. This guy decided their car was the perfect spot to hang out on, and for literally over 15 minutes, they were treated to an up-close and personal view of this incredible bird. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how calm and composed this hawk is, just sitting there, staring straight at the camera. These women tried everything to get it to leave, but clearly the hawk wasn't having it. They started using the windshield wipers, the washer fluid, swerving left, swerving right. They even called someone for advice. Nothing worked. It wasn't until the bird just decided it was time to move on. Well, if anything, these ladies have quite the story to tell. Now, this clip is straight out of a horror movie. Now it starts, and for some reason this person is filming an underpass on a snowy night. The next thing you know, they start heading towards a house and a manhole. And the noises coming from that manhole are beyond creepy. It sounds like something out of a movie. What on earth is down there? What are we thinking? Are we thinking Pennywise is down there? Ugh, I hate clowns. One commenter said that this could easily just be a really weird plumbing issue. Either way, it's terrifying, and I'm not surprised the guy filmed it. This next clip is scary for different reasons. We see a young girl get off her scooter going to greet her dad, and out of nowhere this big dog comes rushing her. But dad isn't having it, and I don't blame him. The type of dog doesn't look like the traditional aggressive type, but when it comes to your kids, man, you can't play around. And it's hard to see the dog's body language, but he might just be in fact playing around. I don't know, but I don't blame dad for not taking any chances. And I'll say this, look, I am an animal lover. I have dogs. I've had them my entire life. I love them. Love, love, love. They are part of the family, but unfortunately, they're not equal to children. They're not. I'm sure most of us have seen the show The Walking Dead. So where do you stand on zombies? Fiction or a frightening reality? Well, this video might make you rethink things. Captured on a trail camera, this creature looks straight out of a zombie movie. I mean, look at this thing. It's moving slow, stiff, a gaunt body and limbs, and the peculiar way it's just wandering around aimlessly. This is actually pretty creepy. Could this be proof that zombies are real? I say this a lot, but I feel like this is either... I often say this, but I feel like this is either the real thing or a fake. But at the end of the day, either way, it's creepy. This next bit of creepy footage was captured at 4:30 in the morning in El Paso, Texas in April of 2023. As the clip plays, we see a young woman come running up to this house, frantically trying to get someone's attention. She's alone, but it looks like she's worried that she won't be for long, like someone's chasing her. You can see as she continuously glances over her shoulder. You can see she's visibly upset in the camera. She's crying, pleading with them to open the door. All of a sudden, she must hear something, and she goes to crouch down. We soon see headlights. I feel like it's pretty clear at this point she's running from someone or has escaped from someone. I mean, she is distraught. Eventually, we see some headlights pull up and she goes out towards the driveway, but no one knows if she got in the car or not. The camera didn't pick that up. As soon as this hit the online community, there were tons of speculation. Most notably was that she was being trafficked and she had escaped her traffickers. And many agreed that this really could be what it was. Being near the southern border, now there was a faction of people that think she had a more sinister plan. They explained that this could have been a setup, that this woman was actually acting like she was frantic in hopes that the person would open the door and then people would come from around the corner and burglarize the home. They pointed out a few reasons, most notably that if she really needed help, when the neighbor's light came on, she would have gone over there. And you know, I have to kind of agree with that. Like, who cares who helps you if you're this frantic? This house, that house, who cares? Others say, and I can't really tell from the video, that she is walking up and then when she sees the camera, she starts to run and act frantic. I couldn't catch that, but... A few weeks later, a mugshot hit the El Paso, Texas news, and many are speculating that it is the same girl, which is quite the plot twist. That story was never able to be corroborated, but what do you guys think? Admittedly, I thought the former. I thought maybe she had escaped someone, maybe not a trafficker, but just a bad situation. But I will say the other group has made some good points. If you need help, you need help. Why didn't you just go to the neighbors? I don't know. Very interested in what you guys think. I don't think I've paid more attention to our skies and the thoughts of extraterrestrial visiting than I have this past year or so. I mean, it seems like a never-ending puzzle. We've got glowing orbs, shape-shifting lights, speeding bullets flying through the air. I mean, there's always something crazy going on up there. This clip captures a bright light zooming across the sky in a way that, well, no ordinary plane can. I mean, this thing has some speed. It maneuvers weirdly, and to sum it up, it's not your average aircraft. What is it? I'm saying secret government project or a freaking UFO. In this next clip, we see Grandma and she is just here celebrating a birthday. She's got her family surrounding her and she's happy. Now, to me and to most people watching, this probably just feels like a normal video. But if we keep our eyes peeled, we're going to see something that might keep you up at night. Did you see it? As everyone is singing, there's a shadowy figure of a little girl running by the grandmother. Some commenters felt that this could just be a party goer, someone's kid running past the camera. The camera isn't that old. I mean, this camera would have picked up a kid running by it. I mean, how fast is this kid? I guess it could be some glitch, but it wasn't until the uploader mentioned that the grandmother, who's celebrating the birthday, lost a young daughter about the age of the shadow person that ran by her. But this woman's daughter tragically passed away many years ago, and one of her favorite things to do was to chase her siblings all through this exact house. So while it's scary to us, family members have come out and said that there is a little comfort there. And well, I guess that's all that matters. This is a pretty cool clip. This guy avoids the shockwaves by jumping off his jet ski and going underwater. The meteor that literally turns the night into the daytime gets so bright. And then we just have a crab swimming, which we'll revisit at the end of this. I've seen this part. This is the forest breathing, they call it. This is actually really cool. It's not creepy. To me, it's just cool. And this is, in my opinion, the creepiest thing. What in the heck? I mean, is that real? Does that thing have a... Is that real? Does that have one eyeball like a cyclops in the middle of its head? What in the world? And lastly, this is a pretty cool one. This osprey just dives down, completely submerges itself, and grabs a huge fish. Now, like I said, these are all pretty cool. And remember, I mentioned we'd revisit the crab. So, after going through all of the comments, they voted that the crab swimming was the creepiest. Apparently, 90% of the viewers of this have never been to the ocean or didn't know that crabs swam. I was a little blown away by that. I mean, all the comments were saying, oh, the crab swimming is the craziest. That's the creepiest. Holy cow, I didn't know crabs could swim. I guess for some that was a new nightmare that was unlocked. I don't know. Let me know if you guys were surprised by that, or maybe if you didn't know that crabs swam. Karabbery Rock is a fascinating and mysterious rock formation located about 50 kilometers east of Alice Springs in the Northern Territory of Australia. Made up of dolomite, this natural structure holds deep cultural and spiritual significance for the Arrente or Aboriginal people who consider it a sacred site. In 1959, something truly peculiar happened here. R.S. Blance, a Presbyterian minister from Adelaide, was visiting Karabbery Rock and decided to take a photograph of what he thought was an empty scene, just the rock surrounded by some shrubs and open space. A few weeks later, when he got back, he developed the photos. He was stunned to see the image of a figure standing amidst the scrub that bordered the clearing. As we can see, the figure appears to be a semi-transparent woman, wearing a long dress. While it's an image that has both fascinated and puzzled people for years and years, this is known in circles as a legit paranormal picture. Now, the area isn't just a geological wonder either, it's also of great importance to the indigenous communities living in the region. They actually consider the area around Karabbery Rock to be a dangerous place for women, children, and men who haven't undergone certain initiation rites. It's viewed as a sacred site that demands immense respect, which should go without saying. Climbing on the rock is strictly off limits. Now, back to the apparition. Do we think that R.S. Blance captured an actual photo of a woman? I know I do. I know a lot of other people do. I think that's good enough for me. Just an incredible photograph.